For the shoulder press machine, ideally you would like a machine that converges in like this, because as you go up, it's going to go in. So that's going to give you the greatest amount of range of motion that you can use, especially when you're using a fixed handle. The other thing you need to look at is what is your external rotation and what is your ability to get that arm overhead without rotation. So if Austin just scoots in front of the machine here and shows us what his external rotation is, it tells me, okay, that's as far back as those handles can be. And as he goes straight up, I have to look at, does he have the ability to press vertical in this plane? So if the machine goes straight up, then he can do that. If the machine is arced, it may go a little bit back or a little bit forward. So this one is arced, so it's going to go a little bit further back. So what we're actually going to have Austin do is when he's in there, he's going to bring his butt forward and lean back just a little bit. So go ahead and get set up in there. All right, so butt's forward. Now, as he presses this up, the handles carry back just a little bit, but because his butt is forward, because we're leaning back, he's actually pressing almost completely vertical now instead of pressing towards or behind his head. For the intent on this, in this position, to make it more anterior delt, he's actually thinking about bringing this in. So he's thinking about pulling almost towards his chin where that delt inserts. So he's thinking about rotating everything this way. His traps should be engaged, but they should be pulling his scapula like this on the other side of his body, not necessarily elevating more. We're not trying to turn this into a upright shrug. On the way down, same thing. He's driving the elbows out here, and now as he goes up, he's driving them in and squeezing the biceps basically towards his ears. If you have limited shoulder mobility in terms of external rotation or your ability to get straight up overhead, if your mobility is more like this, to be able to use this machine more efficiently, you can actually flip yourself around because the handles are going to go a little bit this way, so that they're going to go towards the machine as they go up. So Austin can do the same exercise here, but with less shoulder mobility required. So the setup, the bottom position is going to be the same. He's going to find that retracted position. That's his bottom. And then from there, same cues. He's driving up, he's pushing in, but now the handles are actually pulling out in front of him, making it a little bit more forgiving on shoulder mobility if you happen to be limited. This will allow you to still do a overhead or an anterior delt press.